welcome to my channel. My name is Deepa and this is Divine Tarot by Deepa Sri. So today is a very important astrological concept. So I am here to talk about a transit which is upcoming. Firstly, I want to talk about the environmental or the weather changes that we are experiencing. So today's, this video is very strongly for all my, astrology enthusiasts out there, and also, who love to watch or who are inquisitive to know. Firstly, I am here to talk about two planets which are very significantly, obviously, if you include the sun and moon as well. So in astrology, I'm going to, help you on how to know the weather changes or how can you decode it. So the first planet that we really decode is your sun. So sun changes every zodiac for every 1 month. So it changes zodiac every month. So every month, for example, right now sun is in the sign of Aries. So if you go by Western astrology, it is in the sign of Taurus. So always remember that, are you decoding Vedic astrology or are you decoding Western astrology? So from Vedic astrology, right now sun is in Aries. It's exalted. So when it is exalted is when we have the month of summer, like we have the summer season. When it's exalted in the sign of Aries, which is a very strong Mars house, like a fire planet in a fire house, which talks about summer. So every year, mostly it happens between April 15 to May 15. That is when you have the peak summer and the very strong mango season. If you are from a tropical country like India. This is about it. So we check the sun position. The next position we check is moon. Obviously changes every 2.5 days. It changes zodiac. And the next thing we check is Jupiter and Venus. And Venus changes like every 25 days, 1 month. So Venus, the only two water planets in the entire zodiac belt is the Jupiter and the Venus. So where is Jupiter? Where is Venus? Where is sun? And where is moon that day? Like for example, it may be scorching heat, but you'll have the terrible rains that day. The next planet you check is Rahu, the north node of the moon. Where is Rahu? For example, I have clearly spoken about Jupiter. So the monsoons in our culture, like we do the Pushkaralu, which repeats every 12 years, when Jupiter is in Simha Rashi. So that's when we do, in the sign of Leo. Like that you also have when it is in Kanya Rashi. So you have that 12-year cycle repeat. So the first sign that I would suggest you to see is where is Jupiter. So Jupiter is in the house of Mars, which is Aries. Even it was there last year. But why did, there was little bit of floods and still there was, too much floods again, too much heat? It's because last year, the year of 2023, Jupiter was in Chandal Yoga with Rahu, aspected by Saturn, which was stopping it to have full shower, like Jupiter giving full shower. So that year's rains or sun or etc. predicted by the Jupiter's position. Why I am making this video is to understand that why this year we have so crazy heat or heat wave is because Jupiter is in the sign of Kritika, which is ruled by sun, and sun is exalted in Aries. And we have the Jupiter and sun conjunction, one of the massive conjunctions in astrology. And I spoke about when a person has Jupiter and sun in their chart, it means that you are a great ancestor reborn in the same family line. So this is a very strong sign of, connecting with ancestors. This was the exact time, like if you see, Ayodhya is very highly worshipped right now. So this is the time when, we have Sri Ram Navami as well. Very strong sign of, star ancestors. So Jupiter, till it is in the sign of Kritika. And let me tell you, Jupiter and sun are moving close to each other. And since sun is there, and sun is a burning planet, and you know that a planet turns combust when it is in 10 degrees of sun. So because Jupiter and sun are in very close association and moving together, and Jupiter being in the sign of Kritika, that is why we have crazy heat where in South India, because Rahu is in Pisces. Rahu is in Pisces, and generally speaking about these two are going towards Taurus. Taurus is generally the sign of South. South. Anybody who have planets in South? Yeah. For example, I have my Moon and Mars in Vrishabha, Taurus. That makes me a South Indian. Yes. For example, my twin V has Venus. That makes him South Indian. So anybody who has very strong Vrishabha Rasi have the South Indian thing. So South India, Taurus is a very strong South India. That is the reason, and Rahu gets exalted in Taurus. And North people consider Rahu exalted in Gemini, and me as an astrologer, I consider both. So when Rahu was exalted in Gemini, we had the corona. Yes? And so Rahu gets exalted in the sign of Taurus and South. That is why, because Jupiter is in the sign of Kritika all the way till June 13. And let me remind you, for this, the Jupiter and Sun need to separate, leave each other. Yes? And Sun will move in Mithuna Rashi and Jupiter will be in Taurus. That is exactly when it will be in the sign of Rohini, Rohini Nakshatram, where Moon gets exalted, and my Nakshatram, yes, is when very strongly you will have showers, you will have rain. Yes? So very strong sign. Yes? So that is when, when Moon gets exalted, that is like Jupiter's favorite position is the Nakshatram of Rohini, representing showers. Okay, so you may be having a contradictory opinion that why you had the Dubai rains and etc. Let me tell you, Rahu is in Pisces and Shani is aspecting Jupiter, which represents a very strong Muslim dominated countries. And let me tell you, it was also an involvement of a man, Rahu. Yes, an involvement of a mind that also made to do this, and the same time even natural storms came. Yes, so we have this. So till Jupiter will be in the sign of Kritika and in a close association with Sun. And let me tell you, whenever Moon conjuncts with Rahu or Moon conjuncts with Ketu in Kanya Rashi, the Virgo, you will have the showers that particular day, which is a sign of heat increasing further. Yes. So this is about climate changes, which I'm very specifically talking about. So any south domination, for example, if you see Antarctica, a lot of melting down is happening is also because of this. Yes, anything that is in south is experiencing this. Okay, now we are going to talk about a very important transformation or transition and all of that. I am here to talk about Jupiter in the sign of Taurus. Especially I spoke about Kalyugam is not letting Jupiter work, because Jupiter is a giver. Yes, and Jupiter, let me tell you, is coming in the sign of Taurus after 12 years. And Taurus is a very strong, the house of luxury, where Venus has its full potential, rules the second house from the Kal Purush Rasi, from your Aries, the Taurus second house, signifying bank balance, signifying food, signifying all the high power of Venus. When I will still give 5 more points to Jupiter in like Venus Libra house, more 5 more points. But for Jupiter, this is a bang on brilliant position. The house of Taurus, very strong luxury. You will see share market boost up. You will see, because this is a Jupiter which is free from Shani, Rahu, Ketu. In fact, Jupiter is going to aspect Ketu in the house of Kanya. Yes. So let me tell you quickly. Let's go by signs from Aries all the way to Pisces. The number 1 sign from the Kal Purush Rasi is the Aries. Yes, and let me tell you, I am specifically here talking about Lagna, ascendant. Yes, so what is your ascendant? So all of us are born in a particular time. For example, I am Gemini ascendant. Yes, for me, I am ruled by Mercury. So like that, what is your ascendant? Lagna, your rising. Yes, 3 terminologies. So number 1, Mesha Lagna. Finally, Jupiter is going to go into your second house. Yes, which talks about high bank balance, very good time for your business. You will become a very high foodie, because second house, Jupiter is going to come there. Jupiter is going to aspect your 10th house, which is the sign of Capricorn, going to aspect your 6th house, finally calming down the Ketu, which is giving the 6th house result of health issues, legal issues, and all of that. So Jupiter will calm this down, coming in the 2nd house, very powerful for the next 1 year. Yes. So yeah, Mesha Lagnas, stay check out. Yes. And upcoming, you also have Mars, which is going to conjunct Venus, which is going to conjunct. So stay tuned. Sun, which is going to conjunct 2nd house. So those are your pros. Let me tell you what is the con. The con, which I would say, is obesity. When Jupiter is in 2nd house, you tend to eat a lot of sweets. So stay tuned. If you are in the age category, please check out your diabetes. Yes. Okay. Now coming to Vrishaba. Yeah. It's happening in your 1st house. The most brilliant bang on time. Why? Because Jupiter is going to aspect your 5th house. Very strong children. 5th house, children, desires. Yes. And also aspecting your 9th house, your Bhagya house. Yes, very strong 9th house. So you're going to take up for your children who's planning to go abroad, states, or wanting to study foreign education. I see like your children taking it up, finally getting a seat in university, like going forward. Yes, for Vrishava Lagnas. Yes, also Venus is going to come. So if in your birth chart you have any of your planets there in Vrishava, it's a very bang on time for you guys coming in the 1st house. The pros is that, yes, and talking about con is it can make you very, stay tuned for obesity. It can make you obese and it can make you lethargic. So a person who has Lagna, Jupiter always is, you will see, is lethargic. Yes, it makes you lethargic, but it makes your mind sharp. It gives a lot of benefits, make you, very strong hold on your knowledge. And for anybody who's trying pregnancy, Vrishava Lagnas, this is the time for you, because Jupiter is aspecting your 5th house and your 9th house, forming the triangle. Yes. Next comes the Mithuna Lagnas, my Mithuna Lagnas. Yes, happening in your 12th house. And let me tell you, Mithuna Lagna, Jupiter forms the Kendradipatya Dosham, which is the 7th house. Jupiter for Mithuna Lagna is the house owner of 7 and 10. And there is a saying, because he is enemy to your Lagna. Yes. So he's in the 12th house. So, your 7th and 10th, very strong foreign travel. My Mithuna Lagnas, yes. And because it is going to aspect your 4th house, which is ruled by Ketu, where Ketu is sitting right now. Yes. And it is ruled by Mercury. Yes, your 1st house, 4th house is ruled by Mercury. Your 7th house, 10th house is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter has the Kendradipatya Dosham, which is going in the 12th, which is like, a house before you, your 1st house. So this time, my lovelies, very strong foreign travel for Mithuna Lagnas. And one more sign that I very strongly see is be careful about your losses, because 12th house always represents be careful about legal issues. Be careful when you're dealing with government, when you're, especially related to your 4th house, and it's also aspecting your 8th house. Yes, and Jupiter aspects Neecha aspect in the house of Capricorn. So be careful. The only thing that I would tell you guys is to be careful about your health a little bit, especially your legs. So 12th house represents your legs. Yes, so if you have any planets there, and your Mithuna Lagna, it's coming on top of that, which is a very good sign. Yes, for example, for me, it's coming on top of my Moon and Mars. Moon is my 2nd house lord and Mars is my 11th house lord. Very strong business. But yes, but still, since it's aspecting 8th house and sitting in 12th house, I would suggest you to take care of your health. Next comes the Karkatak Lagna, the Cancer ascendant. Yes, Jupiter is a neutral planet for you guys because it's a 6th house lord and your 9th house lord. Yes, so for my Cancer ascendants who are struggling with your 8th house Shani, yes, finally now Shani is in a transit from April 6. Yes, April 6 it started the result of Jupiter, which is come in the nakshatra of Purva Bhadra. Yes, now Shani will give the result of Jupiter. Wherever is Jupiter, Shani is going to give the result after many years. Right from when, from the year of 2017, when Jupiter and Saturn and Ketu were in conjunction in the house of Dhanu Rashi. From there, so finally you will see your health issues being resolved. Since it's coming in the house of 11, you will see unexpected gains coming. 11th house, you'll make a very huge friend circle. You can start up a business Yes, for Karkatak Lagna who are struggling with the 8th house Shani, it's a very brilliant time for you. Finally, your 11th house Jupiter is going to calm down because it's going to see your 5th house. So, any of your Karkatak Lagnams also trying pregnancy, it's a very good time for you. Or, some of you is going to freeze their eggs or going through an IVF and everything. I see a very, like, it will be a smooth process. Yes, and that talks about your 5th house, aspecting the 5th house Jupiter. And it's also aspecting your 3rd house, very strong travel, 3rd house. And I see for any of you, if you have unresolved issues with your parents, with your siblings, with your neighbors, it will be sorted out because Jupiter is going to aspect your 3rd house. And Jupiter is also going to aspect your 7th house. Any issues with your husband and all of that, like, it will be sorted out, or things will calm down. You guys will come to a understanding. Yes. Now coming to, if anybody is planning to get divorced from your husband, it's not going to happen because Jupiter is aspecting the 7th house. Yes, and I'm telling this very specifically is because 7th house Lord, your Shani, is sitting in 8th house, and lot of Karkatak Lagnams are having huge issues with their spouses. Yes, so for my Simha Lagnas, the Leo ascendant happening in your 10th house. Yes, so very strong for anybody like your parents, or you are in government job or in political anything to do with politics and all of that. Very strong time for you because 10th house Jupiter is very significant, and also seeing your 4th house. So very strong if you have, like, for many of you, I'm seeing a promotion, change of location. Yeah, and it is also going to aspect your 6th house. So stay tuned for, just be careful about your legal issues at your workplace. Yes, and it is also going to see your 2nd house. So finally you have a lot of income over flowing in, and for many of you, for politically, this is a very bang on time. Yes, and next comes in my Kanya Lagna, my Virgo ascendant. Yes, so very strongly happening in your 9th house. Finally, the 8th house Jupiter, which was in conjunction with Rahu last year. Yes, and 8th house Shani is aspecting that to Nicha aspect, like your debilitated aspect. Finally, my Cancer ascendant, my Virgo ascendants, I see you guys finally in free zone. Yes, which is talking about the 9th house Jupiter aspecting your Lagna and aspecting your 5th house. Very strong love, marriage. I see high marriage for Virgo ascendants. Yes, which is going with, because it is your 7th house Lord coming in 9. So whoever is written in your destiny, yes, 9th house talks about destiny, and because this is the house of Taurus, bringing in a lot of Lakshmi. Yes, so for many of you Virgo ascendants, I see a lot of income flow. Yes, similar to your Simha Rashi, Simha Lagna. Yes, right. Next comes your Tula Lagna. Yes, your Libra ascendant happening in your 8th house. So more than this 7th house Jupiter, always remember that, like I spoke about for Gemini ascendant, you have the Kendradipatya dosh with 7th house and 10th house Lord. Yes, ruled by Jupiter. For Libra ascendant, your Jupiter is a useless planet because it rules your 3rd house Lord and 6th house Lord, finally going into 8th house. So be careful about disputes, be careful about your self-health, because it's also going to aspect your 12th house and it's going to aspect your 4th house. I see many of you, the one good thing here, even if it is nature aspect, for any of you who is wanting to sell your plot or property, I see it happening. Yes, so for you, it is going to, like, negative planet going in negative house. So my father always told this, minus minus become plus. Yes, so that is the concept. Yes, next comes your Vrishchika Lagna work, your Scorpio ascendant. Yes, coming in your 7th house. Finally, very high marriage time for you Scorpio ascendants. Finally, the next 1 year, all the way till May 2025, very high chance you will see marriage. Yeah, it's happening in your 7th house and aspecting your 3rd house. So for this, I see a lot of disputes with your sister. 3rd house talks about sibling. Yes, so I see contradictory opinions. That's the first thought I got because it's a nature aspect. Yes, and then your 11th house, very high boom start for your business. Lot of, if you have lot of planets in Kanya Rashi Virgo, and Jupiter is going to aspect, it's going to boost up. For Scorpio ascendant, the number one planet more than Mars, I always see Jupiter. So every Scorpio ascendant need to wear their yellow sapphire for sure. It's the house owner of 2nd house Lord and 5th house Lord. I see a lot of income flow because it's going to aspect your Lagna. Just be careful about being lethargic. Yeah, because it's going to aspect your first house. Yes, but it's a very boom time. Just be careful about, fights with your siblings, or a little bit bad time for your siblings. Okay. Next comes your Dhanur Lagna, your Sagittarius ascendant, your first house lord, your fourth house lord, going in the sixth house lord. You will stay from your homeland, or from your home very long time. Yes, and because it's your first house lord and your fourth house lord, you may fall frequently sick. But this is the house of Taurus, and seeing your 12th house, you will be away. The first thought that I get is away from your home country or homeland, or any of you who are going abroad to work or study or something. I see that. The only one caution I give you is, of all the 12 lagnas, I see more little bit health issue for the Sagittarius ascendant, so please take care. Yes, but always remember that this particular Jupiter transit is free from Shani, Rahu, Ketu, so you may not see the extremity. Yeah, but you will do, you will have. Yes, yeah. So my first sign is that, because your fourth house lord is also in sixth, very strongly talking about staying away, or your property, your home may be in issues and all of that. So stay tuned little bit, yeah, on that. You can get a one-on-one, reading from me. Yes. Next comes the house of, Capricorn, the Makara Lagna, ruled by Shani. And Shani is very predominantly in the second house, already giving a lot of health, giving a lot of financial issues. Yes. But now, since your Shani, your first house lord and the second house lord, jumped into the nakshatram of Purva Bhadra, which is ruled very strongly by Jupiter. And because now Jupiter is going to come in the fifth house, you have a lot of love walk in, all your desires being fulfilled. Anybody in the business of restaurant, I see very boom, high, take off, because it's also aspecting your ninth house, your Kanya Rashi, which is sitting, like your Ketu is sitting there. Yeah, it's going to calm down. I see a lot of you picking up like knowledge, like, suddenly picking up spirituality. Makar Lagnas can suddenly take up and be a psychic and study tarot reading and all of that. Yes. Now comes the house of Aquarius. My Kumbha Lagnas, ruled by Shani. Right now, Lagna Shani is going on. And many Kumbha Lagnas to me are complaining about not having the willpower or feeling very tired. Yes. You will see a change in this, because your Jupiter is finally, all the hard work that you're putting in, Jupiter is going to move to the fourth house, your house of heart. Yes, so very strong home buy. For my Kumbha Lagnas, very strong home buy, luxury, because, Jupiter is a very important planet for you guys, because it's the house owner of second house lord and 11th house lord. For any of you Kumbha Lagnas doing business, I see very strongly you will have a boom in your business, very strong business, money, house. Yeah, Kumbha Lagnas are going to have a very good time, beating the second house Rahu Ketu. Yes, which is going on. Yes, the next and the last is your Meena Lagna. So Meena Lagna, right now, it is your Lagnesh and also the house owner of 10th house. Yes, so for Meena Lagnas happening in your third house, I see a lot of, the first thought that I get is travel. Yes, and anything you have to put in a little bit more hard work. So don't back out from your hard work, because you have 12th house Shani, which is troubling you. Yes, and you have Lagna Rahu Ketu. Yes, do not make any decisions in haste. Yeah, always, before you're signing any documents or making any decision, think twice. Read twice. Anything, do twice, because you have Lagna Rahu Ketu with third house Jupiter coming, a little bit tough time. Yes, but if you wear your Shani, if you're wearing your yellow sapphire, your Lagnesh and your 10th house, your yellow sapphire compulsory stone for my Meena Lagnas. Yes, another like for them, the another important planet is, I always see Mars for my Kumbha Lagnas. Sorry, for my Meena Lagnas, because it's your second house lord and your ninth house lord. Yes, but Jupiter coming in third house. Yes, and that too it's your 8th house lord Venus. Yeah, so my Meena Lagnas, be careful. Yes, take care of your Lagna Rahu Ketu and also your third house Jupiter. So that was everything, a one-liner, few adjectives, few statements about each Lagnas, overall how it's going to be. But let me tell you, this transit is a bang on for each and every Lagna, plus or minus. Yes, very important that you always, that you retrospect the pros and cons that I have said. Yes, if I have to, tell that for which Lagna it is bang on time, I would say for Makara Lagna. Yes, so yeah, out of the 12 Lagnas, my Capricorn Lagnas, It's a very boom time for you guys. Also for Cancer ascendant, little bit calming your 8th house Saturn. For Mithuna Lagnas, it is so, but a very high travel time. Yes, yeah. So yes, my lovelies, that was your short sweet reading about the Jupiter coming in, Taurus, the sign, the bull. Yes, and for my twin flames, very strong marriage card because Jupiter is now free from Saturn, Rahu, Ketu. So yes, my lovelies, I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, this is Deepa bidding a bye. Mwah. Bye guys.